Hi, I'm Cam Bernard. I'm a product manager here that works on Geocortex software. Specifically, I work on Geocortex Web. And Geocortex Web has some amazing capabilities around layout flexibility, far different and in excess of what we've done in the past. And I'd like to show some of those to you today. So let's get started.
So let's dig into flexibility of layouts within Geocortex Web. I'm going to focus this presentation on our bookmarks component. I'm actually going to go ahead and make a couple quick changes here. We're going to call this map bookmarks, and we're going to give it a different icon just for interest's sake. I'm going to go ahead and save this application. So those changes that I've made are now part of this application. You can see the changed logo there. And just for interest's sake, before we even get started, we're going to go ahead and add a new user-defined bookmark for the Big Blue Bridge. And save that. So I've got some functional bookmarks that I can use all the way down to my Big Blue Bridge, and they're part of this little expander. All right, so I'll save that. I'm going to go ahead now and download a copy of those configuration files. We're going to get right into configuration today. Don't be scared, it'll all be fine. We're going to extract this out. So I've now got a folder, and I've got two files, an app.json, as well as a layout XML. Once I get those open so we can have a look. So we'll only look at this JSON very, very briefly. Let's have a look for bookmark. And what I would just want you to take away is in the app.json there's functional behavior. We have an icon specified that is a book, and we specified a language string. If you ever find yourself in the situation you're like, but where is the language string? Just do another quick search and you can see there's your language string, which we called map bookmarks. All right, so that's the functional behavior of bookmarks. We're going to spend our time looking at the layout side of this. Now, to start with, you can see here the bookmarks is living inside an expander on the map. It's slotted in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Okay, so that's really exciting. The very first thing we're going to do is just pull it out of the expander. Now, I've gone ahead for the purposes of this. This is our original, and you can see here I've created a new string that is now slotted in the bottom right of the map, but I've removed all the expander stuff from it. So let's go ahead and paste that in over top of what is currently there. So now it's no longer in an expander. I save my file, I come back to here, zip this up, and now we're going to go ahead and upload it. So let's upload this. Folder the first time, and it'll remember that for us. So we're loading new configuration. The very first thing this does, as you can see, is it comes out of the expander. This is still all fully functional. Okay, well that's kind of exciting. But now let's get it off the map entirely. So we're going to get it off the map, and we're going to replace this image up here with the bookmarks control. So how do we go about doing that? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to transform it from this back into an expander, and so we can put it somewhere else. Now, the big thing that you have to do here is we need this map model reference, because this is no longer in the context of a map, so we have to tell it specifically where to go. So we'll take this bookmarks out. We'll have a look around. Might take me a second to find it, but there's the toolbar, there's the image, and we're going to just go ahead and paste that chunk of layout in there. Now it looks kind of ugly, but it doesn't really matter because it'll still work. And we're going to go back through that same procedure again. So we're going to delete that zip so you don't get confused. We'll re-zip this back up, and we are ready to bring this back in. This is going to remove from here, and it's going to move up here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll upload that file. So we no longer have a bookmarks control here, we now have it sitting up here, and of course it is still a functional component. The last thing I'm going to do is, it might be interesting to put those bookmarks in a tab. That might look better. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave it here, because the other big idea that I want you to walk away with is that I can have multiple things in my layout referencing the same thing. So we're going to pull the expand out. You can see I've got my bookmarks, config. I'm referencing the map model because again, this is nowhere on the map. And we're going to drop this into our set of tabs. So now we have to find the tabs. Often, if I can't find them, I would just use search, but I found them here. We want it right after the legend. So let's go ahead and paste that in there and go through the same procedure again. Delete our old zip we don't want anymore. Zip this back up. And then we can go ahead and upload it. Upload zip. Default. Now keep in mind I haven't removed this one. I left this one intact, but now we've added it to our map bookmarks. You can see our new title there. This is still functional. I can go here, I can do my big blue bridge, but of course this one's still functional as well. This is again the idea that the functional behavior in the app JSON is completely independent of where things live or even how many times they live within your layout. Now, this is all cool, Cam, you say, but a little bit complicated, and I don't really want to be editing XML files. So I'm really excited to tell you that A, we agree with you, and B, you will start seeing new functionality in Designer in our October and then again in our December release to allow you to do this type of layout editing directly within the Designer interface. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.